Hello and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time joining this channel, welcome. Okay, several days ago a friend of mine sent me this video and told me to react to it. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know you've seen a lot of videos about a lot of reaction videos about celebrities and stuff or things. No, this is actually a video I'll be reacting to concerning Senator Dino maleye speaking on the 2017 state budget. I think it's going to be unique. Okay, so let's get into it.
Truth, you die. You refuse to speak the truth, you die. I have chosen to speak the truth, and die. Mr. President, the deficit in the 2017 budget of 2.23 trillion naira is an equivalent of 2.18% of Nigeria's GDP, which will take overall debt of 14% of our GDP. Mr. President, the former Central Bank Governor, Charles Soludo, argued in 2012 that by 2050, there would be almost 400 million Nigerians. Before then, Mr. President, between 29 and 40 years, Nigerian oil would have finished.
Yes, that's true.
The question now is this: how the future and prosperity of the 400 million Nigerians will be guaranteed should constitute the agenda for a national emergency.
What is even?
And that should be our focus.
What's very annoying is that there are people talking on the background while he's trying to relay something. He's trying to say something that's very important. There's still people that are talking on the background, people walking up and down. See the man there with his hat. He's been talking since this started. So half of the time, I'm telling you people, this people don't even care about what you're thinking. You're thinking the government is doing something, the government owes me something. This is to show you that the government does not owe you anything.
Mr. President, it has also been argued and recently established by the International Energy Agency that they forecasted that the US, which has been the major market for Nigerian oil exports, will become the #1 oil producer in the world in 2017 and will become a net exporter of oil by 2030. This brings us to the question: what is our preparation, budget after budget, to diversify our economy and depend less on oil? Today we are here. It is sad to note that for a country to operate a deficit budget, meaning to spend more than our earnings to a larger extent, is unhealthy for an emerging market like Nigeria. Mr. President, 7.03 trillion budget estimate is too ambitious. Mr. President, the truth be told. Mr. President, this particular budget, as presented, will have 7% in each recurrent expenditure borrowed, meaning what we are borrowing is not exclusively for investment and for capital. It is also going to be spent on recurrent. Mr. President, no wise nation in the world will borrow to squander, because as far as recurrent is concerned, you are spending. It has no resultant effect on the masses, talakawas, mekunos, and have-nots in this country. Mr. President, Security must be taken very seriously. I will not waste our time. The solution to our problem, knowing fully well that in the next few years we will be about 400 million people. In the next 29 to 40 years there will be no more oil. Mr. President, the solution to that is agriculture. 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 Government must invest heavily in the non-oil sector, and the most vibrant of it all is agriculture. There's a popular saying, Mr. President, I will want you to listen to this, Mr. President. Please pause my time.
Pause my time.
Mr. President, I will want you to listen to this.
Not even taking it serious.
Where there is no vision, the people perish. Failure to plan is planning to fail. For you to succeed as an individual and nation, you must picture a future you want to feature in. What I am saying is that during the one, we had the third developmental plan. During Obasanjo, we had Operation Feed the Nation. During Shagari, you had Green Revolution and housing. And we had Shagari low-cost housing estates in all the states of the Federation. During Abacha, you had Vision 2020. During Vision 2010. During Obasanjo and during Jonathan, Ayaradua, you had 7-point agenda. During Jonathan, you had transformation agenda. It is high time for this government to develop an agenda. Where there is no vision, the people perish. It is high time we develop an agenda that will be articulated so that in the nearest future, our agenda must marry our budget. Today, the same amount of money we want to spend on capital is the same amount of money we want to borrow. If we don't get to borrow, what will happen to capital? Mr. President, the time for us as a nation to sit down and pause has come. The time for us to articulate a developmental agenda in addition to anti-corruption has come. Mr. President, let's make a while the sun shines.
Okay, thank you. So there are several things that are necessary that we react to. First, there needs to be a plan for Nigeria. Seriously, like very, very necessary. A plan for Nigeria. We can't keep walking as if we are blind. Can't. Just imagine. This is very sad. You borrow and then you squander. Then what is the future of the nation? Why do we even have to keep borrowing all the time? Then how do we even pay back what we borrowed? What is the future of our children? That's of the nation. It's just sad. It's very, very sad. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you want to see more of this, do comment below, like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for joining me. Bye.